Hello and welcome back to Dabnica. Right, so I've been doing a bit of thinking. I also found a really good mod that I think is absolutely perfect for this series, which is called Firewood, and it's actually given me a new aspect of a way of earning money from obviously the wood that we've got, so the trees that we're going to chop down, and I think it's actually going to be beneficial for us because there's a little bit more work involved, but the pay should be obviously greater. So I'm just going to quickly explain what that is. So the mod itself, what it allows you to do is obviously chop your firewood, chop the wood down into firewood, and then obviously go and sell that. It's different with seasons than it is without. So what I've done is I've bought, with the money I had, let me just go to this one, that's it. I've bought the actual land that you buy that's like where the shops are and stuff like that. So it cost me only £135. That's how much it was on the map. So it's done that. So I'm not going to use anything but this little strip here, just this tiny bit on the other side of the railway up to there. So that's what I've bought in my eyes for £135. But all that it's let me do is put some sell points for the firewood around the map. So I've put 3 down, one up there where I just showed you at the sawmill, one here dairy station, and then another one by the petrol station. They're indicated green at the moment. That basically means that it has room for me to fill up with the firewood. When winter comes, that'll go back down. So it's once a year really you can put firewood into these little like cages where obviously people can come and buy the firewood. So it is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a great idea, and it's really good timing for this series as well for a mod like that to come out. So we've got 3 around the map, like I said, that we can go. When you place them as well, they're actually random. So as I place one down, it's going to be completely different to that one, as in the amount of volume it can take, and also the price you get for the wood that you put in there, so the firewood you put in there. So I don't know which one gives the best price, and I don't know which one can hold the most. So I think it's just like supply and demand. It's kind of random. So for example, if this one was better, that means that more people buy from this one, and then you can put more in because of that, and obviously get a better price because of that as well. So yeah, this is going to be the first thing we're going to do today. We're going to go and buy the equipment that I need for this. So I'm going to have to buy an axe, a crate to put the firewood in, and then I need a front loader. I really need a front loader and a pallet fork. So with the money I've got, I'm hopefully going to try and get that, and also a cultivator today, because we really are a race against the clock to get some sugar beets, which is what I want to do, planted into this field before summertime basically. So we've only got till spring, day 3, because I'm running 3-day seasons. So the remainder of today in the game, and then the whole of tomorrow. So we might have to do some at night to make sure we get it done. But I think we're going to get good money from doing the firewood. So I think priority is to go and get all that stuff, and then we can obviously sell some firewood, get a cultivator, and at least cultivate this field. So then tomorrow in game, all we have to do is get the planter and some seeds, and we can get the sugar beets in the ground. That's my plan anyway. Let's just get this out, because I'm going to need this. I'm going to turn it into firewood anyway. So I'm pretty much going to hook up to that. Just turn this on. May as well shut that. So I'll head down to the shop. It's going to take a while, it always does. It's quite a distance away. So yeah, in the last episode as well, I had an issue with when I was ploughing. I was basically using a mod that added to realism of tractors, but I think it was a bit too much. So what I've done is I've switched over to enhanced vehicle. So now I've got control of like diff locks, rear-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, sorry, and yeah, it's just a little bit less intense, but obviously I think it's what I needed. I needed something realistic. I wanted to put it in this series, but that was just too difficult. It really was. I had to take it out. A lot of rubbish there. Also as well, the price of the sell points are really cheap. They're only £10, so I mean it made sense for me to put 3 in, just in case we fill one up really quick and then we've got another 2 to tackle. I didn't want to put loads in, because I just thought that would be, you know, a bit crazy, but I think I've put them in places where you'd obviously go and sell firewood, or if you were trying to buy firewood, you'd probably go to a petrol station and get logs from there and stuff like that. So I think I've put them in the good spots. So we're not too far away now. It is quite a drive, it really is, especially in this tractor. I think it just feels longer because I'm going 19 miles an hour in a small tractor. With a really strange trailer. I do like this trailer, but it is strange. It's kind of like half a cattle trailer and half a grain trailer. Right, so we're here. So I'll just quickly pull it up, take off the trailer, because hopefully we can get everything we need. And then we can put the crate in the back of here. That's the plan anyway. So what I'm going to try and do is, with the money, the priority is to get a front loader. And then we need probably, obviously, a pallet fork, maybe a rear weight, depends how heavy. I'm predicting it to be heavy, a full crate of firewood, so we probably need a rear weight. I think that's the priority anyway, and obviously we need the pallet itself. And then we can sell some of the firewood and come back and get a cultivator if needed. So right, so I found this front loader. It's really small, quite basic to be honest, but it's only £204 second hand. So we'll get this. That's that one done. And now we need to find a reasonably priced pallet fork, which is, well, that's only 48, so let's get that. Right, so this self-made weight here should do. It's only £340 second hand, so we'll get that. Right, so I've got everything on. I had to change the pallet fork because it wasn't compatible with that front loader, so we did that. We've got a weight as well on the back. Obviously I need to do something about that because I've got to get that trailer on. I don't think it'll go underneath it. It might do. In fact, it might do. So let's just quickly go into the, I think it's under pallets, that would make sense. And let's quickly find the wood pallet. Right, so I found the firewood pallet. It's £50. It holds 3,000 litres and we only need the one. So we've actually done pretty well. We've got quite a bit of equipment there for a little amount of money. So let's have a look at that cultivator that I found. I did find a cultivator, and I think it was only £1,000 brand new. It was the smallest one that I had. That's not that one. I think I've just gone past it. There it is. So it's 2 meters. May as well have that on. Second hand. I'll put that on. And we can have it. I think that looks fine. We'll get that as well for 680. And then we're all set up. We really are. So we just need planter and seeds. But if we go and try and get some money, then we can obviously come and sort this out after. So I'm obviously not going to get far without an axe. So I'm going to buy this hatchet. The axe is better looking, I think, but it's dearer. So we're just going to have to get the hatchet. There we go. So now, yep, got an axe. Happy days. So let's somehow we're obviously going to have to leave the cultivator. I'll come back for that. So I can imagine that being full is going to be pretty heavy, so I am glad that I've got a real weight. Even though we might be able to put it in here now and just leave it in, and then when we empty it, just take it. Don't need to probably take it out, to be honest. There we go. Right, so let's just see if I can get hooked up to this. I think I can, you know. It just goes underneath it. There we go. We'll shut that up. Put some strapping on it and we'll be on our way. So we've got everything to crack on and get some firewood. And then we'll go and sell it in the different locations. We might just go to the closest one obviously first, which is the... Ooh, I thought I was going to hit that then. Yeah, we might go to the sawmill first because it's the closest one. But hopefully by the end of this episode we'll have cultivated the field as well. I have just noticed my fuel is going down again really quick. This tank must be really small because it didn't cost a lot to obviously fill it up. But the downside to that is the fact that it runs out quite quick. So we are just at halfway down, so we need to keep an eye on that again because that will go down pretty quick. But we're nearly here now, so what I'll do is I'll see if I can pretty much put them logs that I took out this trailer first before we left. See if I can start chopping them and they automatically go into this. If they do, that's going to make things a lot easier. Right, best turn that off. There we go. Right, so if we get the axe out and start hitting at it. There we go. Automatically gone in. Nice. Happy days. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So let's just put the strapping back on. You can leave that bit open. And we'll go to the one that I chopped up. It's only a little one. And then we might take that tree down there. We'll fill it up anyway. Hopefully when I take the tree down, it won't land on the tractor. Right. I didn't think that one was going to go. So you must just have to be in a certain radius. And as you can see, it's filling up quite nice. So I don't know how much it's going to be. I do expect it to be at least a few thousand because obviously you're technically prepping it to make firewood. So it's not just you taking logs, you're actually cutting it up into firewood. And I've had to buy the cage, the axe. And obviously had to, you know, cut it up. So expect it to be a bit more. Now I don't know if I've done that right. I have, yeah, thank God. I don't want it to hit my tractor anyway because I've pretty much this tractor didn't cost much anyway. I think it was about 3,000, but without it we would be stuck. The good thing as well, we now don't have to worry about picking up these logs and making them too long and too heavy, because we can just pretty much straight away chop them up into firewood. Job done. It's filling up quite nicely, that is. We're at halfway. There we go, look at that. Nearly there. So let's take down one of these. In fact, we could probably cut a bit more off this. Maybe not. Yeah, but we can get rid of the stump anyway. There we go. Timber! Right, so we're definitely not going to need much for this one. See some of the sizes of them branches, you probably could have got some wood off them. So it's getting just over 3 o'clock, so we'll just take this load. We'll fill this obviously pallet up once, and then we'll go and swap out for the cultivator, because we really do need to start cracking on with that before it goes dark. And we'll try out the sell point first at the sawmill, see what happens. It might be, like I said, I don't know the price of that one, I don't know the volume. So, might be the best one, you never know. Right, so that looks full to me now. We'll see how much money we get. Hopefully we can get, with that, some seeds and a seeder. That's the plan anyway. Fingers crossed. So it says we've got a 7-ton total load here. We are struggling to get up this hill. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, it's going to do it, it's fine. But no, I like this feature, I think it's really good, and like I said, it suits this map, definitely does. I mean, look, looks like some logs there. Yeah, it suits this map and it suits this playstyle, this survival series. I think it's perfect time that it came out as I just started it as well. So let's see how much money this is going to give us. If it gives me 3,000, I think it'll be well worth it, because I did chop up quite a bit of wood, so I don't know how much I would have got at the sawmill for it, but I still would have got maybe 2,000, I'd say, for that much. Right, so this is the thing that I've placed. This is the actual sell point just here, and if I quickly pick up the F1 menu, it'll say 8,900 litres. That's quite high. So what we'll do is we'll just need to drive up to this, take that off, and there you go. So we got 5,218 for that. That is brilliant. And we only put in 2,992, so that must be a really good price one. But we've done well there, we're at 6,000 already, so we don't need to worry about doing any more just yet. Let's just quickly look on the map to see if it's changed colour. It has, so it's orange. I guess it goes red when it's full, and obviously I'll have to wait till after winter for that to obviously go back to green, for people to use the firewood, obviously in the colder winter months. So yeah, pretty cool. Right, so I'll go back to the farm, I'll drop off the obviously the front attachments and the rear weight and the trailer, and then we'll go get the cultivator and we'll crack on. I might actually quickly have a look as well while I'm there at the price of some form of planter / seeder, whatever we can get. I do want to go down the route of root crops. I just think it's going to be more affordable for us to harvest that, because we can always just buy a bucket now we've got a front loader and use something to just take the sugar beets out of the ground. So that is the plan anyway. Right, so that's that done. Parked everything up. Let's go and get this cultivator. Every time I drive to the shop I've remembered the way there, but for some reason I can't ever remember the way back, which is strange. So I do actually get lost on the way back, I have to keep looking at the map. I'm kind of taking a shortcut as well, so I think I'm making it more complicated than it needs to be, but like I said, it's quite a long distance, especially if I just take the main road. There's no main road that directly takes you all the way to the shop, you have to go round, so it does make sense to cut across these dirt tracks. And it gives me the chance to see some fields that you never know we might own one day. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out for a reasonable price one anyway, size as well. I keep looking at that thinking, what a mess that is. What a mess. Someone just digs an hole and puts loads of gravel and waste in there. As well, these trees here, they look like they've been planted in a nice direction. When I originally saw it, I thought it was a track. So I actually went down there instead and then just saw these cows and thought, oops, I'm supposed to be on this side. Right, so I know when I get to this house that's being built, I go left. And then I'm actually back on the main road then. So instead of going all the way round, we've just kind of cut that bit out. Right, so I've got the cultivator all hooked up on the back, looking pretty good. I'm nearly back to the farm. I have remembered which way to come back as well this time, so that's a bonus. I haven't actually needed to look at the map, so I'm alright. So we do need to find some pieces of kit going forward after this as well. We need to keep in mind about obviously planting the crop. We need to keep in mind about harvesting the crop. And I think I've got an idea of what to get, and I think we can afford it. We've got 6,000 now as well, which is pretty good. So we are doing well. That firewood was definitely a good idea. And I think we'll get it in the ground in time anyway. That's the main thing. We didn't want to miss out. I mean, if I missed out on my first chance to get crop in the ground, that would have been disastrous. Definitely. Right, so we may as well crack on with this. It won't take long now that I've got that mod off, and also this is double the size. The other one was 0.6, this is 2 meters, so this is going to take a lot less time. And because the video has probably gone on quite a bit now, I'm going to put this in a time lapse. So what I'll do is I'll cut back in when it's all done. Right, so there we go. I smashed that out. That was really quick. 4:30 we finished all the jobs we needed to do, and we've made quite a bit of money. We're up to 6,000, so overall I'm really chuffed with that. I don't think it could have gone any better, to be honest. So I think what we need to obviously do in the next episode is figure out getting that crop in the ground. But then as soon as we've done that, we can start thinking about the grass work, how we're going to go about that. There's loads of ideas. We could buy a cheap loading wagon, pick it up, put it into some kind of pit, sell the silage that way in a trailer. That's a good option. I'd probably get more money, but we could also buy like some kind of mini baler, maybe dry it off and sell it as hay. Mini bales are pretty easy to pick up as well, so we wouldn't need to buy like anything else, even though I could probably pick it up with a pallet fork, let's be honest. Easy enough. But But yeah, overall, another productive day, and we are making good progress. £6,000, fields cultivated, and we've got some extra equipment on the farm. Right, so I'm going to leave the video there. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this one on Farming Simulator. See ya.